Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. This one na Chairman Capo Daniel. Today I come for can give una a very important presentation. Today I want to engage with una for what will happen for ground zero. After I get very deep conversation with our taxi people them, one of their president, it don't take me work for round town through video call. I see the other colleague them around talk with a lot of people them. And I talk say make a come for present this very important thing for now. We then decide for embrace the piece by peaceful method because we believe say right now the war effort it will be undermined by other groups the way they don't embrace extremism to an extent where the fighting itself it don't be compromised, it don't be counterproductive. Vast majority of the groups and for ground zero na groups and way na fighter the way in the beginning some of them very good fighter them. They don't discover and say over the years, some people then for diaspora, they don't take this struggle for make their money. And now for ground zero, even the ex-fighter, the way they don't stop for fight, they don't come for can begin catch up for take their own money too. So it don't become now an issue where criminal gangs them, they don't take over our liberation struggle. Many genuine fighters who know them, either they don't die or they don't decide to shoot them for back. Whether now Areke or na soldier for Bamenda, one know them, where they don't decide for shoot them for back. They see how things that they go. So this war now, as the war it go on, it only give na legitimacy for such criminality and cartel them for they take advantage of our people. It be counterproductive. Now, why that way we for the People's Right Advocacy Platform we believe say the best way for our population for fight for their independence, no be through violence way anyway. No be through violence means again, it be counterproductive. But today I will get into details of which way it happened for ground zero so that make una sabi. This time, as I ran talk with our taxi driver, I go play some of the video then we come out for ground zero. But I want for put for now. Because when some people they be talk say they don't talk say me then change taxi their color. For Ambazonia, no be for Bamenda. Even though they talk mainly na for Bamenda, say me ok taxi then change their color into blue and white. You go feel say the people the way they talk, they reason, then think say we feel actually change the color them, or they don't take this struggle, it don't become na a social media experiment. Now that one will go answer them now. So I go play the video where Ayabacho, it don't come, he can do presentation for talk for our people about this thing, say me then change all taxi their color from yellow to blue and white. So now join me, we will go for the video.
Press today on the topic of the change of taxi colors. Now everybody is screaming. Everybody is uncertain. I am not going to reverse the decision.
So, when I listen for me very carefully, because some of our people them when I need to take things them seriously. Time way Chris be first come say one ban ADF, SOCADEF, AMF. I be talk say me the IEG then fire ye immediately because that action it will lead for the death of so many soldiers. It becan give you the highest embarrassment for the peak where they began crucify 29 soldiers and for inside Buise na beat them when I just our own Ambazonian boy them. So today Ayabacho it don't come again publicly. Can they talk the nonsense, say me then change color them for taxi from yellow to blue and white without thinking about the effect on ground zero. And I will play the things that me talk am. I say go the talk am very well, me gonna listen. The first thing I want me gonna notice am. Now say ye Ayabacho it acknowledge say all man, all Ambazonia them, they no want this decision, they no want this type of nonsense. And it don't make them our people them be very anxious. Our people are really disturbed, especially in Bamenda, because they know that in the whole Southwest region, in Buya, in Kumba, in Mutengene, even in Bui, there is no other place that such pressure can be felt like in Bamenda, which is our center of resistance. So instead for us to encourage the people for Bamenda, me then turn up strong with the struggle, now things in this way, the insect can bring them anxiety. So I'm going to hear how the Ayabacho is if you know it really happen. When I listen.
The change of taxi colors. Now everybody is screaming. Everybody is uncertain. I am not going to reverse the decision.
So when I hear you say the talk, say all man they scream. All man. Even activism where them be quiet. They don't come up for social media for toxic one which can dialogue this. Everybody. I get video, I get audio them for Yahweh, so soldier them for Bali. They don't call me, they talk about the very thing. Say now which kind of stupidity this. I'll be very shocked for hear soldier the opinion. Why I no go share them? I fit choose to share them later on, but I no go share them because it not be necessary at this moment for me to expose this particular soldier with the situation we did for ground zero. But me gonna hear further which way I about get for talker. And it be very important me gonna hear them in his own words. So that some man no go fit say some man the twist way to some person they talk am. But we just present for now exactly na facts the way they the way they. So me gonna continue for listen.
And let me be absolutely clear. I will not reverse the decision. One of the things I will not do is to undermine a decision with good intent. I provide some leadership guidance.
So wait where I about the talk. Na say he no go change the decision. That means say he no say na for ye for change the decision. Secondly, he talk say na a decision where it be made out of good intent. I go rewind am again and play am, make una hear very well.
Do is to undermine a decision with good intent. I provide some leadership guidance. We have calculated the cost of changing.
So the decision be made with good intent. Which way are people that need for know na say the judgment whether a decision is right or wrong, it not be based now on the intention of that decision. That means if you get a good intention, but your decision where you take them, it be wrong, completely wrong. Whether your decision it be right or wrong, it need to be based now on your intention why you make that decision. And I will go down for extent for now. But the first thing we need for know na say the fact say I about to decide for talk say this decision the intent it be right. Now for sure now say it no say the decision it be wrong. So it need one defend the decision. It is defend the intention for the decision. Say the intent for the decision it be right. And I want me to take and logically because this is not just to shout people down or to talk people down. We are not fighting for dominance. We are fighting for our people. So we will analyze it logically for you people to understand. So the Bible talks say there is a way that looks good unto a man, but the end is disaster. If you get good intention, it no mean say the thing you do am right. I'll give you some few examples. And this is how the devil operates. The devil tells you that he is working for your interest. It is for your own good. You may be surprised, but that is how the devil works. Remember when the devil came to the Garden of Eden? What did the devil tell Adam and Eve? He said them that God gave you this fruit that you should not eat because God don't want you people to have the knowledge between good and bad. So he was telling them that his intention to tell them to eat that fruit was good. Like he was looking out for them. Satan was pretending that he cares about Adam and Eve. That God don't tell una say una no go chop the fruit. Now because God no want to make una hide them up or una begin see things them. But the intention will be now for destroy, for kill, because that is the only intention of Satan. Ayabacho na a very, very wicked man. I want me to know something. I'll talk him in a logical manner. I will give you a certain good intention for this struggle. Whether good or not, but presumably, matter say if we take and say we presume say the people that we get good intention. One, Eric Tato, when he began talking to me, then cut people their hand them for CDC camp. Some people then claim say if we get a good intention, say me then cut people their hand and it go stop CDC. Wait till happen. The end result will be disaster. Number two, for intention, Mangang and the other ambassadors the way they be there for America, they want to buy weapon for send for ground zero. Because they don't know, they don't want to associate with people the way they already get ruled them for buying for ground one. Then decide for ship container with gun them for inside illegally. They end up in prison. They be get good intention. What help does it do to Ambazonia when people like Mangam cannot speak? People who used to donate like Mangam cannot donate because they are in prison. I'll give you another example. Mark Barata. Mark Barata justify and support kidnapping for ransom that it is needed to feed soldiers on ground zero. Because he had good intention does not mean that that decision was right. That decision had led to many soldiers looking upon him as a credible personality in our struggle to go and kidnap people by force because they want to survive, because Mark Barata says so. Sama Thomas and Mr. Anu, they said that they should attack the United Nations, attack aeroplane that goes to Bafut Airport. The Bafut Airport that had started to function was closed because of those threats that were made towards them. Agaba went and was trying to shoot down an aeroplane that was carrying humanitarian goods from Douala to Bamenda Airport. And that gave us a very bad reputation. Look at Carl J. Carr. In his good intention, he came out and was saying certain very bad things and said that people should delete the videos. The effect is always bad, no matter your intention. So whether a decision is good or not, it does not depend on the intention of that decision. We should not be so stupid to just for people to deceive us that, oh, I had good intention. That is why I'm doing the thing I'm doing. Satan also came to the Garden of Eden and tell Adam and Eve that I'm talking here because I know that God don't want you people to see. I want to open your eyes. But his intention was all evil. So that's why I just want to give you people those few examples. So good intention does not justify a bad decision. The bad decision have led to the burning of cars, destruction of private properties. I will put up some pictures just to show our people the effect of such things. It has destroyed the livelihood of human beings in Bamenda. These are some of the pictures behind me, as you can see, of vehicles that were burnt down, private vehicles that were burned down because of such bad decisions. Taxis were completely destroyed. These are taxis that were destroyed. People's entire property were lost in Bamenda because of this decision. It is not a joke to these families that have these taxis. That's the entire investment of people just destroyed like that because somebody sit in Norway and come out to make decision. So there are two things that Ayabacho said that I want you people to listen very carefully. One is that a decision was made by the soldiers. So he says that it was a decision made by soldiers, which I have told you people that sometimes the leaders are just accompanying so people who are doing things on the ground. And sometimes those decisions from the ground are coming from the enemy. Whether Ayabacho was involved in it or not, of course he was involved in it. So he cannot distance himself and say that soldiers, they make decisions because those soldiers had good intentions. So he just followed the decisions that they made. I'm very transparent. So listen again to him.
One of the things I will not do is to undermine a decision with good intent. I provide some leadership guidance. We have calculated the cost of changing a taxi color.
So you cannot say that Ayabacho was not involved in the decision. He said that they provided leadership guidance to those soldiers. He also said that they have calculated the cost of changing colors in taxi on ground zero. So that means that they did not even think about the unintended effect, how soldiers will use it to abuse drivers and use it to kidnap people for money. Because they know that they cannot enforce this law. Ayabacho know that. If they are doing such law, it is just to give people more motive to kidnap people for ransom, to harass taxi drivers, and to intimidate people, and to make the whole struggle look like stupidity in front of our population. So Ayabacho was involved. That's why he said that they even did estimation on how much it will cost to change the color of a taxi. And I want us to go through this statement. This is publication very seriously. I will talk mainly for Pidgin. So that means all my way there for ground zero, now they hear exactly what they happen and listen.
Around 40,000. And the forces had insisted on blue and white. And I have spoken with them clearly to give the option. A taxi can be painted white, it can be painted blue. You can also paint blue and white.
So Ayabacho the talk say, Iran story with the soldier and where they take the decision. He tell and say some driver the fit paint motor blue, so on the fit paint and white for taxi. And so on the fit paint and blue and white. So he don't get an opportunity for talk with the soldier then before the decision then be announced. Any man where you do for diaspora. If soldier then bring you decision, say the one for change taxi color them. Now your job and your responsibility as a leader or somebody who want to be a leader for sit down with them and think it through and tell them, have you discussed with other civil societies in Bamenda and in the other territories, the other places in Ambazonia, or is this only a Bamenda affair? Because this is not supposed to be a Bamenda affair. Have you think about the unintended consequences? Do you think we can actually enforce all these type of things? Have you gone through this process? Have you discussed with the syndicates of taxi drivers? No, he has not, because he's not in touch with the people. He does not care about the livelihood of the people. That is why when they burn properties, they murder people, he endorsed that, he encouraged that, and he minimized the actual loss that are suffered by our people. So I will try as much as possible for the talk for pidgin. When I come back for English, I will try for remember myself so I need for talk for pidgin. Because for we, the majority way of our people, they matter. Now they talk pidgin our first language. So make we hear again what he talk.
It's an act of resistance. It's an act of resistance. And I know many people are like worried.
So he knows that people are worried. People are really worried in Bamenda. Not only taxi drivers, but people who enjoy the service of taxi. This is Ayabacho saying it is an act of resistance. Resistance by who? If it is the people who are resisting, it will be the people whose consideration that are going to triumph. Now, the soldier they resist now, or now the population. Now, resistance for who is a sign of resistance for who? Resistance is a collective issue. It is not a thing where you impose and force it on people, or where just a small group of Turks and cartels they run around forcing their will on people. Resistance is a collective something. It's not something when I want na soldier they do am. Na two when the general public they do am, where the general public they support them. But if you say you talk say majority of the people they not support them, how can you call it a resistance? This is you are fighting against your own people. So,
yeah, that is, it's too much. The enemy is going to pound on our people.
Bro, number plate.
I want to complete the video we're talking about. One make you understand so it. Liberator them. They focus now for attack the enemy. But you the focus now for about taxi. All forces them for ground zero. They focus now for attack the enemy. You not only with our people. Taxi, Ben Sikino, everybody. I want me to hear the taxi their reaction from the video. Now hear some of the taxi drivers.
Peter, number plate with color are two different things. My man, so my head no be banana when they cut up. Bro, you go really paint blue and white for your motor. The first now which road? For work for who side? You remember about in those days that blue and white paper, empty wrapping paper where they will sell on 50, the paper they town. Paper don't turn contraband na ya motor go come out. Pa me will cause spade a spade. If the very issue for this issue for color arise, we no get no other option than for park all motor for down, because no man no fit sacrifice his life for the commodity they go face military post where you don't go point motor. You go for go penta from spray man. From that spray man come on for which road so they work reach for play where you go park. No, they at least they check the thing fine, my man. So motor they way they run for road for Santa Road here. Last week, some Pinin boy. Last week, the motor get na blue, white, with some kind odd color them for his skin. It get around 4 colors. When they communicate with your come out about that very issue, they detain book them for that motor for my one until now we go there. Go see what way they do for that place before they leave. And the boy go for it 2 times.
The cost of this.
So, when I hear driver they talk, say for this one, if they actually need for force people, they make them change their color for motor, taxi driver then they go just decide for abandon their work then. So would it ruin our own economy because of such hardcore propagandists them and adventurers like Ayabacho, where they want to take advantage for promote their own group, for promote their own agenda. They just want to be on the air, for be relevant by people talking about them. They are very happy when people talk about them. They don't care whether it's negative publicity or not. They just want to have publicity irrespective of that, at very detrimental cost to the livelihood of our people. Drivers' lives have been ruined. People are now anxious about their future. This is not fighting to free the people. You are fighting to punish and enslave the people further. So maybe we'll hear the few things the way talk and again.
Reckless colonial ban on bike riders on the population, psychological cost, financial cost. It's not only an attack on an essential element of our economy, it's an attack on our people. And we cannot, in 2024, allow these barbarians to attack any sector of our community without all responding.
So, he there about choices of the talk. Say the Cameroon government, they are banned for bike people, they made no work for night. Now, an attack will not supposed to she don't quiet. So, when you do want react, if some person can punish your picking them, you do want react, you will go attack that person or you will go attack your picking them. No, you will go attack the person. So why you no go try for attack the SDO way you office there for Bamenda? Why you no go start for attack the gendarmerie and the army and the police people the way they enforce the SDO ban? Why you no instead stand for the population when they suffer as you don't talk say na a critical sector for our population? Instead you increase the suffering of our people by forcing vehicles me they no operate for night. So you work now against the population or for the people them. Your own target no be for the enemy where they impose the pain on our people, but now for join the enemy for impose even more pain for our people and anxiety. And he know the cause very well. Because they talk say all this type of attack against our community. So why you block the road for Bangui? Why are you stopping vehicles going to Nigeria? The whole driver the way they go for a Cock Road. Each passenger 10,000. Each driver 15,000. All those stealing, armed robbery, they are just using this struggle to justify this criminal activity. They are not putting the interests of our people, neither do they have any political agenda that they are pursuing, because there is no political agenda that they can name that is attainable or that they believe they can attain. So maybe we'll finish the last part of the video.
And we have vowed.
So this is the reality on ground zero now, I want for sure and for now. Because the good thing I say, when I have actually they make the noise for social media, our population for ground they go about their day-to-day business normally. The only reason why they talk na for alleviate the anxiety way of people that they get them, this fear and fright way, the extremists them for our struggle that they put them for the heart of our people. This is Bamenda today. I want me gonna look at now the syndicate president. This would go around with video. It show me town at the record of my phone when I see Bamenda town. So, who's that the Ayabacho blue and white taxi then day? Na taxi then that for Bamenda today, or na yellow taxi then. For show you how useless it be, for show you how they make a fool of himself. You there for social media, they talk to their anxiety. You are making a law, you cannot reverse the ban. Where is the taxi driver? Where is the blue and white taxi? Where is the ADF soldiers to go and stop the real taxis that are working in Bamenda? They should go and stop it. So he's just somebody making mouth who does not have any power. The fight to free our people is a political fight that must protect their interests, keep them comfort, put them at the center of the fight, not attacking the same people. Now, Bamenda that all taxi na yellow, all taxi they work as they did work for people that go about their day-to-day life. So they don't put the Ayabacho a ban for trash can for place where it belong. So our fellow Ambazonians aren't shown that the reality for ground zero. People have learned, we have educated our population, and they are now capable of making wise decisions. The driver syndicate, the Ben Skin syndicate, the vast majority of our population are with us, and we have asked them to ignore such ridiculous social media experiment meant to gain relevance, meant to hype leaders who are claiming powers that they don't have. People who are doing make-believe president and CIC on social media. You must learn to ignore them. You must learn to overcome. And anybody who tries to impose any law that are counterproductive, that are not in line with any rational thinking to make our people closer to their objective of being independent or self-determine their future, every such effort must be resisted. You must resist it, and any soldier that seeks to destroy private property or the life of our people, as the ADF are doing, should be treated as a common criminal, because that is who they are. People who do the things they are doing are common criminals, and we must make that very clear. So I've submit to you around show and for now, which way they happen for ground zero, which way they have a show talk for sure na say na those people where they can make noise. They can disturb the peace for the people then. We need to resolve this our war with La République, the central government of Cameroon. Because now they impose this way of life upon us. Now they might treat us. Now a time for we to look for solution. Person where in the reason. Person where the only try for attacking our people them. They need the help we at all. They help na the enemy. For the most part. No need for begin repeat them again. But I want to make this presentation for reinforce our people who are very anxious in ground zero. Like today, the driver that don't talk me, oh man, come out. May we not continue for come out the struggle for work money to take care for our family them. The struggle na against Cameroon, the central government, no be against our way of life. No be on top of we can show our power for on top of we will try to make sure so we bring solution. We if we take una forward, we go be just we una fit accept them, we fit live with them. We go guarantee we a way we fit become independence in the future. It will give we for the current time our own government in our own hand. If we should don't say we will fight till some negotiation go come or Cameroon we can't change his mind. That means we will work in that logic way and talk say, hey, you go kill we tired. How man go do kill you so they tired? They no go ever tired. They go let the war may continue like this one. Because right now the war need to disturb the regime in any way. We don't get research them for Australia Aberdeen University where it talks say the war don't be contained. So we no go wait to lose all the fight at the ground. But now we will take advantage now for push solution the way if it be attainable. We no go let this space may be filled by adventurers and criminals and murderers like I have a show. But we go push for attainable solution and we call Omami rally behind this solution because now the only way forward for our people then. We need to save them from the rock and the hard place. God bless you now all.